I need to show you guys something. Right here is Alperen Şengün being guarded by Brandon Ingram. And right here is Kevin Durant, arguably the greatest scorer in NBA history. Watch this.
Ingram. Here's Durant. And he sticks it.
Yes, if you want any idea as to how good Alperen Şengün is, as to how much teams respect his ability, that is Colin Murray-Boyles helping off Kevin Durant just so he can double team Alperen Şengün. And the problem is, double teaming Alperen Şengün is not a good idea, because he can make every single pass imaginable. And if you were wondering what KD thinks about this kind of defensive attention, this is what he said. And you can see why KD is getting on Twitter and saying this, because with his shooting ability, with his off-ball ability, I mean, it's Kevin Durant. Do I need to see any more? When he can capitalize on someone else getting double teamed, I mean, it's going to turn him into an even more efficient player, and we are seeing that so far. Just like here, where KD moves towards Alpi for the handoff. He then cuts backdoor, and immediately, that pass is on the money for the dunk. Just a slight difference from when he used to play with Kendrick Perkins back in his Oklahoma days. And we might only be 5 games into the season, but so far Alperen Şengün is playing the best basketball of his entire career, averaging a career high in points, steals, blocks, 3-point percentage, and of course assists, which have included a lot more impressive assists than the ones I just showed you. How about 2 7-footers casually running a pick and roll? Adams sets the initial screen, which doesn't really work. He then sets the second screen, and look at the handle from Alpi to maneuver around that screen before then spinning and finding Adams for the 2. And what makes Alpi so special is his ability to handle pressure as a big. It's one thing to hold the ball at the top of the key and make passes. A lot of centers can do that, and that's impressive, but what makes Şengün different is he can handle ball pressure. He can handle double teams, smaller defenders getting in his face, and then he can make a play off the dribble. Just look at him here, getting trapped in the corner by 2 Raptors defenders. The ball gets swiped out of his hands. He then regathers, dribbles himself out of the pressure, and finds Capella for the dunk. You hear the term guard-like skills so often when talking about bigs and wings, but sometimes Alperen Şengün actually looks like just a massive guard on the court. I mean, look at him on this play, the behind the back dribble into a spin move, and once the defense collapses on him, he finds Reed immediately for 3. And I know Amen Thompson is currently the point guard without Fred VanVleet, and he's done a great job as well so far, but make no mistake, the offense runs through number 28. And why wouldn't you run your offense through a big man that can run pick and rolls? He can operate out of the post, he can screen, and then make plays in the short roll. Like here, where he sets the screen for KD, who finds him, and look at Alpi immediately swing that pass to Reed in the corner for the 3. And honestly, it's kind of crazy to think that Alpi only averaged 4.9 assists per game last year. When you consider how elite he is as a playmaker and the kind of passes he can make, none of us are surprised at him averaging over 7 assists per game right now. I think we're only surprised it took this long, because it has been clear from day one he could do this. I mean, look no further than what the 3-time MVP said about him. I think he's really talented. This might sound weird, but I think they need to play a little bit more through him. Sometimes they look a little stagnant with all their threes. The guy has the talent. He can pass the ball, he can post up, he has the touch around the rim. You can see different moves that he's made. That was in 2022. Kevin Porter Jr. was still on the team. Like I said, nothing about what Alpi is doing is surprising. And not only are his assist numbers up and his responsibility, but his impact has gone to a different level, with him ranking 2nd in the NBA for plus minus. And the Rockets' net rating with him on the floor? Yeah, it's ridiculous. But should we really be surprised, considering every year of Alpi's career, we have seen the Rockets play better with him on the floor. And every year of his career, we have seen him get better on both ends of the floor. Yes, both ends. So when the ball is in his hands more, and when he is asked to do more, we shouldn't be surprised that he is impacting the game more than ever. And you know, I keep saying we shouldn't be surprised about any of this. Okay, there is one part of his game that has been surprising, and a very pleasant surprise. His three-point shooting. Because so far, Alperen Şengün has gone up a level. I mean, from game 1 of the season, you could just see he was shooting with a level of confidence we have never seen from him. It's one thing to have a hot shooting game, but the way he was stepping into those threes, the distance at which he was making them from, the fluidity, all of us can just see it's gone to a different level. And obviously, he's not going to shoot 50% from 3 for the rest of the season. I don't think he will, but you can see the confidence outside of just that OKC game. Like here where Jabari draws the second defender, he kicks it to Alpi, and from nearly 30 feet out, look how confidently he takes that 3. And I don't need to tell you guys how important this is for the rest of his game. With his handling ability and his quickness as a big, if bigs are forced to press out onto him at the 3-point line, how many times have we seen him pump fake and then get to the rim, or pump fake and then find his teammate? It is just going to make his off the dribble game so much more dangerous. And if this shooting keeps up, the NBA better watch out. And if you're looking for a reason to believe this shooting improvement is real, outside of the clear confidence he's shooting with, he's currently shooting a career high from the line at nearly 80%. He also shot over 75% from the line during Eurobasket as well, showing this isn't a fluke. He's worked on this and he's gotten better, just like every other aspect of his game. Well, not every other aspect, because Alperen Şengün is playing incredible, like an all-NBA player to start the season. But Alpi, please, I am begging, can you make your layups and your shots at the rim? Because for everything he does, for a guy who is so skilled, has so much touch, handle, footwork, and strength, despite all of this, his one weakness is he's finishing around the rim. And the worst part is, after struggling last year, his numbers are even worse. I can't really tell you why his efficiency has decreased around the rim, when you consider every other aspect of his game has gotten better, and the team around him has gotten better. I will say that we have seen guys like Jokic and Zubac do so well without being incredibly explosive vertical athletes that we might assume anyone can do it, but it is still difficult to be an elite finisher without being a great vertical athlete. I also believe his playstyle and ability can be a gift and a curse. What I mean by this is his ability to handle the ball and self-create as a center is so unique, but it also means some of the layups and shots he's attempting around the rim are just entirely different to what other bigs are doing. Like, watch him here bring the ball up the floor. No screen, he just hits Durant with an in and out dribble before driving at Stewart and not being able to finish. But that's just not a play you see from almost any other bigs in the league. He is doing things and putting himself in positions that other 7-footers just can't do. And that sounds like an excuse, but it's just me trying to reason with the fact someone this good and this talented is struggling at seemingly the easiest part of the game. But if he can fix that up, I don't even want to put a ceiling on what he could be. And if you want to hear me continue to talk about Alpi and NBA videos in general, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Dropping a like would be cool. Have a great day.